Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to be here with you. Sorry about yesterday. I had a little dental emergency. Had to go visit my dentist. I love my dentist, so that was nice to see her before the holidays. But yeah, I wasn't able to recover to do a reading yesterday. So anyway, guys, we're going to dive right into your reading. I've decided we're doing a holiday you and them energy check-in. Also, we've hit Mercury retrograde. I think it's always good to get, a temperature on where things are at now and what really, transpires over Mercury retrograde. Pretty soon, I'm going to do a how is Mercury retrograde affecting this connection, but I'm going to let the energy build a little bit. It's been pretty intense for me. A lot of technical difficulties. The difficulty with my tooth yesterday. I'm blaming Mercury for all of it. But I'm grateful for Mercury still. Anyway, let's dive into your reading. I do just want to thank, I like to begin by thanking those of you who have been around on my channel for a while, who show up, who watch my videos, who like, share, comment, subscribe. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. What a journey this has been for me as well. And so I just want to thank you so much. Your thoughtful comments, your just everything. You guys are the best, and I just really adore you, truthfully. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I hope you find a message that resonates with you here and that you'll stay, subscribe, like, share, join the club. Yeah, just keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? So for Pisces, the masculine energy, please, Spirit, show me the masculine energy for Pisces. The masculine energy. Here we go, guys. Ooh. Oh. How I love this energy. Wow, really good vibes here. All right, and can you show us the feminine energy for Pisces? For Pisces, the masculine's got an abundant mindset. I feel like the masculine is almost in an energy of like, how did I get so lucky kind of vibe, I'm here for it. Wow, okay. Guys, this is a very interesting energy. I need to just sort of sit here for 1 second. All right, here's what I'm picking up on. I am picking up on a feminine who is in transition, possibly even through this connection coming into existence. I'm also getting, you can be anywhere on this timeline and this could be your reading. So keep an open mind, I'm getting. With the masculine energy, this masculine energy, it could be someone who has, felt like they had everything in their life except love. Or, felt like overall they were a pretty lucky, abundant person. But when it came to their personal life, it was a lot of scarcity or a lot of, learning what they didn't want rather than what they did want. And there's something here about this masculine meeting this feminine that's making them feel like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to have it all. The transition the feminine is going through is one where first what was discovered is her worth. She had to go through, it's skunk spirit, and it's giving me the kind of stinky stuff. Our worth is non-negotiable. And I always say that if there's one thing I want people to take away from my channel, or that I hope, or that I wish, or that I set the intention for, is that we all walk away remembering our worth. Our worth is non-negotiable, the fact that we may not be worthy or that we feel that way, it's a perspective. It's part of our human condition. It's part of our ego's chatter. It's also part of our conditioning. You know, almost from birth on, it's like there is this energy of comparison. Oh, when did you start walking? When is it normal to start walking? When did you start talking? How many words did you say? When is it normal to start talking? How many words should you be able to say by this age? You know, oh, my baby's doing this. Oh, my baby's doing that. Like, you're immediately thrust into this world that is, you know, going to kind of make you feel like it is a question, or that it could be a question. And the reality is that you are a living, breathing miracle. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. The fact that you are here right now in this body, in this life, is a pretty miraculous thing. And there's just no denying that. There's no doubt about that. And once you can accept that, you have to realize that is you. That's you. That's who you are. That's what you are made of. That's what you're about. My God, your worth is inherent. It's innate. But sometimes we forget, and especially we'll forget with a really difficult relationship with someone who's extremely insecure themselves, who projects their insecurity onto us, who makes us question our own worth and our own value. And, you know, it feels like this feminine had to sort of go through that murky area of questioning it, of wondering about it, of doubting it, of, yeah, just, it's dark in there. It's dark in those places, you know, but this feminine has emerged knowing her worth, knowing her value. And I think that has kind of taken her to this place where she's more fearless, where she's living kind of a bigger life, or is, you know, making moves to do that. With the stag spirit, it says take the lead. It's kind of not afraid to be seen, not being afraid to be seen. See how the skunk has taken up just a little bit of space, and it's even just sort of timid in its energy. But this stag spirit is like, I'm here, I'm taking up space, I'm unapologetic, and I know who I am, and I might be a little bit quirky, or I might march to the beat of my own drum, or I might have my own sense of style, but there is something extremely attractive about me, and I know my worth, you know, and I know that I deserve the best life that I can imagine. Even these antlers feel like an extension of what I can imagine, you know, reaching out to places that we hadn't reached before, kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. And I think that may have even been something that really attracted this cow spirit, or attracts this cow spirit, or creates the correct divine time for this cow spirit to come in. But this cow spirit, I feel like the cow spirit sort of knows what they're looking for. And they're kind of like, they might not normally wear a feather in their hair, but they're like, well, I just so admire the feathers in your hair that, like, you know, I'll wear a feather in my hair, or I'll branch out of my normal kind of comfort zone, and I'll, you know, it's like you're inspiring this person to sort of take, you know, imagine more than they could imagine as well, sort of energy. And this masculine is like lighting up, like that's just what I see. They're just lighting up everywhere. And then you have deer spirit on the bottom of the deck, and it says bring a gentle touch. This is the energy of the connection. It feels like, you know, look at that. I mean, they're both facing forward. They're both confident. They both have a lot going for them. You know, this bring a gentle spirit is giving me, don't force it. Don't cling to it. Don't try to make it happen. Don't play games. Don't manipulate. Don't whatever. This is a more vulnerable energy than all of that. This is more of a kind of let things unfold organically and just take care of the connection. Like, don't let somebody walk away unsure about what's happening. You know, It's just a very nurturing, like, let's nurture this connection between us and let's see what happens. It's kind of Queen of Pentacles-y like energy. All right, let's dive deeper. Yeah, my face is swollen and I have had a kind of a bad headache. So I don't know how long I'm gonna make it, but we're gonna do our best. I feel like I've been a mess lately, you guys. But it's not affecting me. And like it's not getting me down. All right, guys. Oh my God, you guys, literally. This masculine's energy, geez Louise. All right, so, you know, I feel like this masculine, it's like, I think what their expectation was different than, how do I want to say this? Like, they may have been in relationships before, but been in relationships with people, maybe if they are wealthy or they, you know, have like earning potential, or I don't know why I'm just getting so many pentacles from this cow spirit energy. Maybe they had a good job. Maybe they were reliable. Maybe they were, you know, they could have just been really attractive. It feels like a very material world thing. And it's like, maybe it felt like people just sort of wanted them for that. And they just had sort of resided themselves to that kind of energy, whatever it is. I don't know, you know, like maybe they were resting on their attractiveness. Maybe they were resting on their, you know, education. Maybe they were resting on their ability to figure out how things work and fix anything. Maybe they were, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but there's something here attached to the material world that it's like, you know, a feminine could like this masculine for that reason. I mean, oh, I hate to say that, but yeah, definitely. I mean, right. Not so spiritual, a connection, maybe a soulmate, but maybe not just such an expansive connection like this. Okay. And so I feel like this cow spirit sort of became numb. They were sort of like, okay, so you just pick the one that you have the best time with, or the one that, you know, you are able to have the best conversation with, or whatever it is, or the most attractive one, or whatever it is. But it just didn't feel exciting. It just didn't feel, it felt like a letdown. You know how like when you grow up and you're a kid and you know, watch Disney princess movies, or, you know, you believe in, you know, Santa. I don't know why spelling it would be different, but anyway, you know, it's like, and then you have that big disillusionment of like, oh, whoa, that is not what that's about at all. It feels like that for this masculine to me. And, you know, this masculine may have even been really a loved person. They may have even had like a really good upbringing or really good parents or something like that, you know, where it's like, and they just thought that like, that's what it was. I actually have one of my best friends who's a Pisces. His parents have been married forever and they're absolutely adorable. And we all like, they're really friends with us too, because we just love them so much. But he said, you know, it's like really hard when your parents have such a good relationship and they're so loving and they're like the best parents in the world, to like go out there and find a partner and feel like, you know, you are getting that, because what his parents have is so, you know, kind of rare. I mean, my kids' friends always say, like, I wouldn't even believe in love if it wasn't for me and my husband. Like, you know, they're like, I wouldn't even, because their parents are all divorced, and, you know, they're always like, you guys are the ones giving us hope. And it's like, yeah, and it is possible, and it does happen, and here we are. So anyway, it's like, I feel like this masculine experienced some kind of disillusionment, could have gone through a really difficult breakup, could have really even felt like someone liked them for other reasons, and then really discovered, like, kind of had like a, I'm getting like the Ten of Swords, like a really difficult ending that maybe the masculine was even in denial for a while, like didn't want that to be true. I don't think anyone really wants that to be true. Oh, you like me for my money? Like, who wants that to be true? You like me because I'm attractive? No, I mean, we're so much deeper than that. We exist on so many different, dimensions than that, like, somebody's, thinking, oh, wow, they're hot, and then stopping there. The hot is supposed to get you to the rest of it or whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, it just feels like there was some kind of big disillusionment here, some kind of big letdown. And I feel like, this masculine kind of struggled. And kind of became a little bit numb to the idea of love, or the idea of finding something that really lit this masculine up. And I think that they may have even spent some time like kind of on their own. But I think they prayed, or they really, I feel this very spiritual. Even like my brother, I don't want to out him, but actually, like, I don't care that much. He told me he got divorced early. He's gotten divorced several times actually, but the first divorce. And we all like loved her, and she was really part of our family, and it was just so really like, it was like, I think it was devastating for everyone. And my brother got this like bachelor pad, like this James Bond, like in the city with the like wall of windows overlooking. He's a pilot. And we were standing there, and he said to me that, he had actually like really, really prayed to just find someone that he could have a really good time with and just like be himself with. And I was like, what? Like, I could not believe that the type of person he is, that he would do that. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was like, well, I hope you get your dreams. But anyway, I just feel that sense here with this faith card, and even this research card. There's just this energy of, kind of asking for more, wanting not to believe what the experience was, or, hoping beyond hope that like there would be someone someday that they would find that would light them up. I just keep getting that energy, like in a bigger way, like, that, and even that they could have faith in themselves, like a relationship that they could feel was like based in something spiritual that was stronger than just, I'm going to love you until I'm not attracted to you anymore. Or I'm going to love you until I find somebody who has more money than you, or is more attractive than you, or, has bigger muscles than you, or whatever, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's where this masculine was kind of when they met this feminine. And they may have even really kind of been more numb than really in this energy, because, it feels to me like this masculine sees this feminine, or, has some experience with this feminine that really like makes them sort of think, oh my gosh, is this something I should be paying attention to? And it's not even just that. It's, you know what? I feel like there's actually like a physiochemical response to meeting this feminine, or to maybe even a conversation, or maybe even an experience where you just observed the feminine. There's just this energy of like, whoa, that's different, or whoa, you know what I mean? Or like, I feel like I'm lighting up in a way I haven't lit up in a long time, and I feel like maybe I'm even lighting up in a place that I've never lit up before. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just something happening there. The feminine is serious about life. I feel like this feminine is not, she's not messing around. She's not playing. She's not out here just trying to have a good time or get a free drink at the bar or have dinner paid for, or you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a high vibrational feminine who is in touch with her intuition and who has really just decided to surrender to the universe and just say, okay, universe, you know, if this is meant to be, let it be. And has really worked on herself, has worked on her own, you know, outlook on life, her own attitude in believing that the best is possible for her, and that, you know, until that best comes along, she's best off by herself, you know, just kind of expanding herself, her own world. And I feel like it's working with this manifesting energy. It feels like this feminine is having kind of a stroke of luck, or some things are really starting to work out for her. I do feel like, you know, she's not as heavy as maybe she once was. I think she's sort of surrendered it to the universe and trusted the universe. And I think she's just trying to really focus on staying grounded and centered in her own energy and what's really important to her, and not letting kind of the world at large move her from that place. And she knows who she is. I mean, she has gone through the stinky depths, right? To like figure it out and to know for sure, to explore every part of herself and know that like, no, I'm showing up a pretty awesome catch here. I'm showing up somebody that I like to be with myself. I'm showing up that in a space where I'm really comfortable, that I am an asset to whomever's world I enter, you know, whether it's romantic or not romantic, you know what I mean? So let me just take a couple cards on the connection itself. Now, these cards may not relate, like all of them may not be, this is a general reading, right? So not all of these cards, so you can take one card and leave the other cards, or, you know, just only take what resonates, right? But I'm going to pull a few. Okay, on the bottom you have, I want you close to me, but I'm not ready for a commitment. You know, I feel this is the beginning of this relationship where it's like this cow spirit is sensing that there could be something different here. Something's lit up. They're feeling something, but they're like, I need to sit in this energy for a while. They're both people that want to be sure. I feel like they're both people that are like, there's no reason, there's no sense in jumping into anything, because, you know, I've worked so hard to get where I am. And I see the potential in this, but like, if it's meant to be, like, that potential is not going away, you know, like, we can develop it over time. We can just allow it to unfold. And so when it says I'm not ready for a commitment, it doesn't mean to me that these people are not committers. I feel definitely they both are. I just feel that it's like, I'm not going to jump into anything. Like, I'm not ready until I'm ready, you know? And then this, I don't know, it feels like I don't know how you feel, or like I don't know what you're thinking, or it feels kind of more directed at the other person rather than like an acclamation of self. It says, don't give up on me yet. I'm scared to lose you. There's this energy of like, let's be patient here with each other, or like, there's almost this energy of like waiting for a fish to catch on your hook, and then it sort of catches on your hook, but not really solidly. It's like, you know, this fish could just wiggle away as I'm reeling it in. Do I let it like, you know, be in this position longer to see if it will get hooked on better? You know, like, I don't know, but that's the visual I'm getting. And so it's like, I don't want to lose this opportunity with you, but like, I'm also, it's like I'm taking this slow. Like, I'm not rushing. I'm not jumping into anything. You know, where I am at right now in my life is a hard fought victory. And then you have broken, the damage has already been done, and I don't know how to pick up the pieces. For some of you, this can be a past person that's coming back around, that's having some kind of spiritual awakening, or is finally understanding the connection or waking up to the connection. But for others of you, you know, this is someone who is really aware that they have had heartbreak, and this may be their first time even trying to be in a relationship since, you know, trying to trust another person after, I feel like, being deceived, possibly on both sides. And then you have, I love you. So the energy of the connection to me feels a bit like cautious progress. Let's dive into the tarot. I'm gonna turn down my music. My head is so sensitive today. Ooh. All right. What is this cow spirit thinking about this feminine? Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's the Ten of Swords that I felt in the masculine's energy. It was so strong. It's like maybe they stayed in a difficult energy for too long. Like maybe they stayed in a relationship way past when they should have, or, you know, when it was obvious or clear that it really wasn't going to work, and it just led to greater defeat, you know? Yeah, but this masculine is really trying to release that difficult ending, and they are ready to choose something else. You know, with the Page of Rods here, it's like I do feel like they desire a beginning, an adventure with this feminine, but I also feel like they need to be sure that they've healed with the Four of Swords. I'm also getting with the Four of Swords and the Strength card and the Page of Wands, there could have been an absence here. You know, like it could be just as simple as, you know, the masculine went out of town, or, you know, you weren't able to get together for a week, or it could be as difficult as an actual separation where you were not speaking to each other with the Four of Swords. But it feels like there's some kind of absence here that only makes the feelings grow stronger, or the desire to have this adventure grow stronger. And you do have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So this is like someone who's really clearly understanding that they feel happier in the presence of the feminine. Also, I am getting that lit up feeling again. So I don't, you know, it can be a healing thing, but I feel there's something lighting up in this masculine that is different with this feminine. A heart space for the masculine, please, Spirit. Oh, wow. So you have, there's a lot of fire energy here. For some of you, you're dealing with a fire sign. You have the Page of Wands, you have the Strength card, which is Leo, and then you have the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands. There's just like an overwhelming amount of fire energy here. And this can just even be that lit up feeling, or that desirous feeling. It doesn't have to be the zodiac sign. But you know, I feel like this person doesn't want to sleep on this. With the Two of Swords and the Five of Cups, both in reverse in the heart space, you know, this person feels that if they don't decide, or they don't take action, or they don't take this opportunity, they'll have a lot of regrets. And they're not interested in that. They're not the type of person that wants that. Do they want to be sure? 100%. Can you ever be sure? No, you can't. But is it a feeling of, I'd rather take the chance and be wrong than regret not taking the chance, than sitting in indecision and letting indecision be my decision. It's like, this is someone who really wants to take control. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands in the heart space, there's definitely this sense of like really, really wanting this. And I think this masculine really is somebody who wants to mate for life, you know, who really feels strongly about, you know, making a strong foundation or having a strong relationship as a foundation for their life. And I think they're really seeing that with this feminine, or really feeling it even, like, because we're in the heart space, that like, wow, this could be that person. This may be what I really desire. With the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, there's also this sense of, in my heart, this is the person that I want to share a vision with. In my heart, this is the person that I would really like to collaborate with. And it even feels like there's some sense of, you know, if the masculine, jaded by their last person, thought, I'm going to go with the prettiest person I can find, or something like that. This feminine is that. And then if they thought, you know, I'm going to hold out for someone who's nurturing, for someone who's caring, for someone who's this, it's like this feminine is that. Like, I think the other day I even channeled this energy of the triple threat. You know, in acting, it's like someone who can sing, dance, and act, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, because it feels like with this Three of Pentacles, it's like, you know, I have seen something that tells me, you know, whether it's physical appearance, whether it's, you know, all of the things that matter to this masculine, or what this masculine thinks that they want or need to build something significant with, they feel they have seen it to some degree in the feminine. Like, those building blocks exist in the feminine. What are the masculine's intentions? What are the masculine's intentions? All right, this card flipped around wants us to see it. Seven of Wands. Okay. This masculine could come across a bit guarded or a bit defensive. They could also come across as someone who is really going to fight for this connection. Or like, really deep inside, they're willing to fight for this chance. They're really willing to fight to know for sure what this is. But they may not be necessarily showing that. Wow, you have this Hangman here. I feel like it's in sort of relationship to the Nine of Pentacles, where I feel there's kind of this vibe of the feminine is maybe really high vibrational. We see that in her energy. And she has kind of established herself. She's kind of, you know, she might even be a little intimidating. But she's also someone that's like really happy single and isn't like rushing into or trying to force the masculine even into a relationship or some deeper level of commitment. But she may also be letting the masculine know through her energy that she knows her worth and that she knows she deserves that. So she may not be willing to take less than that. And I feel like this Hangman energy is sort of this response of, okay, I'm taking this seriously. I may want to rush forward because I think you're super attractive, or because I really want this thing, or I think I want this thing, or I don't want to miss out on this thing. And I do think there's an intense physical connection with all these wands, you know, and you have Piscean energy, and you have Sagittarius energy, and you have Aries energy, you know, and Leo energy. So just like a lot of really passionate energy. It just feels like there is a heavy chemistry or heavy attraction here between these two. Or at least in this instance, we're looking at the masculine. So definitely from the masculine side. But the masculine is like, it's almost like they're trying to sacrifice, or they're trying to hold back their desire to maybe like rush in, or to kind of take over, or to sort of take control, or to sort of fight for this connection, or to sort of, it's almost like their instincts are very masculine, where it's like, no, I want to go in and just make this thing happen. You know what I mean? But they're also sort of like, no, you know what? I respect you. I'm showing you that respect by kind of sacrificing my own desire, my own want, my own need, and sort of trying to see things from your perspective, and sort of allowing this thing to come together really organically with temperance. Not trying to dominate the energy, but to like let you be you and let me be me, and like try to make a safe place for us to be able to kind of like come together in a very balanced way, where we're both feeling secure and stable and solid about it. With the Eight of Wands here, this masculine, I feel like either they are trying to communicate, or they are trying to keep communication high in this relationship, or they're trying to like make sure that they're perpetually touching base with the feminine. And also, I think they are trying to make a lot of progress through communication, rather than like maybe the physical means or other means that they may even kind of really desire to take. All right, let's look at the feminine in tarot. Gotta ice my face. It's like swollen. Just in time for the holidays, My baby's coming home today. I'm so excited to see him. All right, in the feminine's mind, oh my gosh, in the feminine's mind. Okay, feminine. Well, we saw the sun in the masculine's mind, and now we're seeing the sun in the feminine's mind. We're getting Justice, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. And you have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The feminine is like, I'm definitely not chasing here. I'm definitely sitting here manifesting, trying to attract what I want toward me. I know that anything that is meant to me will come to me when I'm in this energy of attraction, of being open and to receive all the happiness that I want and deserve. But the feminine in her mind space is heavily focused on maintaining her own emotional like equilibrium, her own contentment, her own sense of balance emotionally. And, this is telling me like she does not want someone who's going to come in and disturb her peace. And like she will make a decision, and even if it's hard, it's kind of like, even though I'm sort of like, I feel getting really hopeful about this connection, if this masculine shows me something that's reckless, that's impetuous or impulsive, in a bad way, right? Or like in a way that disregards me, I will cut this off. Like, I won't let this go any further, because I'm preserving my own health and well-being, my own emotional contentment. But at the same time, she wants this masculine to come rushing in to tell her the truth, to let her know what he's thinking, how he's feeling, like what's going on. And I feel she is sitting in the Queen of Wands energy, because that's kind of the highest and best thing she can do in order to inspire someone to come forth to speak their truth. It's like, I'll provide a warm and safe and loving environment, and I will manifest it, and I will be ready in the energy to show up for the moment, to receive those words, and to, even be able to respond. With the Sun card, I feel like this feminine is feeling happy. I feel like she's also feeling the sun is shining on her, that there are opportunities and, evidence in the universe at large that is telling her that this is a good moment for her. Now, just like we said in the beginning, right, with the skunk to the stag spirit, you may not be here yet, but this may be where you're headed. And one of the beautiful things about tarot and watching tarot card readings is, if you like this energy, now you know what it looks like. Now you know what it sounds like. Now you can manifest it for yourself in a much more powerful way, right? And you know it's available to you because you're Pisces and this reading is for you, you know? So you just have to tap into it. Okay. In this feminine's heart space, you know, I think this feminine really just, she's only looking for serious people who are really going to show up and be responsible and reliable and loyal and respectful and honor her heart space. And I think she is a bit protective of her heart space with that Eight of Swords there. It can also be a card of protection where it's like, you know, my heart is off limits. Like I, you know, it's self-entrapment with the Eight of Swords, but it's also self-protection. So it's like, I have, you know, my heart is on lockdown until you prove to me that you're going to be its champion. Until you prove to me that you're going to come in and you're going to remove every single one of these swords, and I will know then that you are my champion and that is the truth. And it really feels that way strongly. But with the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it also feels like this feminine thinks that this is the masculine to do that. And she's kind of waiting. She's sitting in her value, she's sitting in her worth, and she's kind of waiting. Either for divine timing to bring this person into her life, or divine timing for this masculine to come and take charge of her heart and to win it over and to show that he, first of all, is sure about what he wants and that he is stable enough and reliable enough to show up for it. Underneath that, we have the Eight of Wands. So she may even be sensing that or seeing this in the communication or in whatever action or intention this person is showing her. Where are the feminines? Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty clear. I thought we had a flipper here, so let me just look. In the feminine's intentions, we're getting the Two of Cups. I know I saw a card flip, so just give me 1 second to find it. It might have flipped back over. Sometimes that happens, but I just like to be sure. Oh, here it is. Oh, my God. Wow, on the bottom of the deck still we have the Queen of Wands. So, you know, this feminine in her intentions, she's ready to receive this masculine. She's ready to become a vibrational match with this masculine. She is ready to show up for this masculine, to be a good, healthy, stable, balanced partner in this thing. And I don't know, with the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, there's almost this sense of like letting the masculine be the masculine and staying in this feminine energy of just, you know, being the soft place to fall, being the nurturer, being the one that provides the muse of fantasy in this connection, of hope, of what it can be, what it could be, what it is already. You know, it's this energy of I'm here for whatever you're here for. You know what I mean? Kind of an energy, not whatever, but like if you take this to the next level, I will take it to the next level. It's like I will be your dance partner kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty fabulous and it's extremely well balanced. It's like I'll be the yin to your yang, you know? If you can unlock my heart, if you can come in and prove to me that you're the champion of my heart that I've been waiting for, then I will totally go the distance with you. I will totally show up for you. I will give you the best of everything that I have to give, and I will never stop being your dream, your happiness, your warmth, your soft place to fall, your desire, honestly. All right. Let's get some messages, shall we? Okay, that was out of control. Okay, we're going to do the two that came upright. If you're dealing with the water sign, love was just a word until you came along and gave it meaning. Oh, I felt that in the masculine's energy. I want to marry you one day. This is a serious partnership. This is two people who are like, okay, are we doing this thing or not? You know, like, are we both showing up seriously for this thing? But there is this playful, desirous energy also running through here of like kind of that flirty, pokey kind of, if you're dealing with the fire sign, I randomly smell your scent and it brings back loving memories. I never knew what it was like to look at someone and smile for no reason. Oh, and I just don't see how this could work. You know, this could be like, I almost feel like it's too good to be true more than like, I don't see how it's going to work. It's like, I just don't know if this is possible for what I feel to be real. If you're dealing with an earth sign, it's you. It's always been you. And from the first moment we touched, your arms felt like home. Sorry, I'm having so much trouble reading. If you're dealing with an air sign, I want to grow old with you. I miss you. I keep seeing your name everywhere. Guys, this is what I have for you. I'm sorry we missed yesterday, but here we are today, making the most of it. And gosh, guys, tomorrow's Thanksgiving here in the United States of America. And yeah, I like to use it to just think about all the ways in which I'm grateful and all the things in which I am grateful for. And you all will be on my list. So thank you so much. Until next time, you guys, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.